نعم. التدريب الثاني: حول الأفعال المضارعة المبنية للمعلوم. change the فعل مضارع، الأفعال المضارعة المبنية مضارع which is in the passive form. Sorry, this is مبنية للمعلوم in the active form. في الجمل الآتية إلى أفعال مبنية للمجهول. to the فعل مبني for مجهول، فعل in the passive form. ثم أعيد كتابة الجملة and then rewrite the sentence again مرة ثانية again مع تغيير and change ما يلزم what is necessary. So there are there are several things that you need to change in the sentence. So let us do this. السؤال الأول: يشرب الطفل اللبن. يشرب الطفل اللبن. نعم، ما معنى الجملة يشرب الطفل اللبن؟ This is in the active form. Anyone knows the meaning of laban? يشرب اللبن. Yes. Milk, laban. Okay, yes, laban is milk. There is another meaning for the word laban. Another meaning for the word laban is yogurt. Yogurt is, in some countries, they use the word laban to refer to yogurt. Right? So it depends on the countries that you are visiting. In Jordan, for example, they say laban, that is the yogurt. If you want to say milk, then you have to use another word, which is al-halib. Then you will get the milk, al-halib. Now, yashrabu الطفل اللبن. So the child is drinking the milk or the yogurt. Now, so this is in the ma'lum form. Change this to the majhul form. Now, who wants to try this? First, we change the fi'l. Yashrabu now becomes yushrabu. Shukran idham. Naam, yushrab. So that is the verb in the majhul form. Okay, was drank. So what was drank?
Al-laban.
Al-laban. Yes. Okay, so that is your sentence. Yushrabu al-laban. And how do you read the laban, the word laban, the noon of the word laban?
Al-labanu.
Al-labanu. Naam. So we have seen this yesterday, right? So the word that you use immediately after the fi'l majhul is always with a dhamma. Why is it a dhamma? That will be our next lesson, inshallah. Okay, yushrabu al-laban. Done. So that is the correct sentence in the majhul form. Yushrabu al-labanu. Naam, sahih. Al-jumlatu al-thaniya. Yasna'u an-najjaru al-kursiyya. An-najjar, the carpenter, is making the chair. The carpenter is making the chair. Now, so you want to say the chair is made. Now, how do you say that? The chair is made. Now, yusna'u. Yeah, right. Yusna'u al-kursiyu. Yes, good. Now, sahih. Yusna'u al-kursiyu. Correct. Okay, so this is the chair is made. Now, yusna'u al-kursiyu. All right. رقم 3. رقم 3. يقضي الطالب العطلة في القرية. The talib spends his holiday in the qarya, in the village. So now you want to remove the word talib. You want to say the holiday is spent in the village. Yes, what is the passive form of yaqdi? Here we have this harful illa. Yes, so how do you read the word now? Yaqdi becomes, as usual, this is with a dhamma, you. And what about the second last letter? The dot.
Fatha.
Fatha. Okay, so how do you read the word then?
change the ya
Yes, you need to change the ya to
alif.
alif. Yes, you need to change the ya to alif maksura. So now the word is ya. Sorry.
Yuqda.
Okay, wait, yeah. Okay. Yuqda. Naam. Ya, qaf, dad, and the last letter you change from the ya to an alif without the dots. Okay, so this is the verb yuqda. That is number one. Okay, and then what is the word that you use after yuqda? Of course, you have to remove the word talib because this is in the majhul form. So how do you say? What do you say? Yuqda. What is spent?
Al-utlatu.
Al-utlatu. Okay. Yuqda al-utlatu, and then the rest you can just copy. Fil qaryah. Okay, now look at the sentence again. What else do you need to change? Or is it enough? You have to look at the relationship between the fi'l and the next word.
تقضى
Tuqda, correct. Why? Because mu'annas. Because what we spend here, utla. Utla is mu'annas. So therefore, the fi'l yuqda should be changed to tuqda. Okay, we don't say yuqda anymore. We say tuqda. Tuqda al-utlatu. So the holiday is spent in the qaryah. Okay, now, so again, if you read out the sentence, look at the next word. Is that a muzakkar or mu'annas? Then you have to change accordingly. نعم. تقضى العطلة في القرية. طيب. رقم 4. يستعمل الناس الملعقة عند الأكل. يستعمل use. People use ملعقة. They use spoon. الملعقة spoon عند الأكل. Okay, during eating or when they eat. Now, يستعمل. We want to change this to majhul. Okay, what is the fi'l? The spelling, yes. The spelling will be the same, but
Yustu'malu.
again, use
Yustu'malu.
tu'malu. Okay, let us write first. Tu'malu. Okay, let us check. Tu'malu. The first letter, yes, this is correct. The second last letter, this is also correct. The ending, this is also correct because fi'l mudari always end with a dhamma. Yes, but what about this one? Why do you change this to ta from ta to tu?
Follow the first letter.
Follow the first letter. Okay. The one that we follow the first letter is for fi'l madi. For fi'l madi, yes. Whatever that you have in between, you use dhamma. You put a dhamma. But for fi'l mudari, there's no need.
Okay.
Yeah. For fi'l mudari, you just say use ta'malu. That's all. Okay. So, but for fi'l madi, yes. For fi'l madi, for this word, it is ista'mala. Ista'mala. Then you want to change to majhul form, you change to usmila. Here, yes. Here you need to change as well to a dhamma. For fi'l madi only. But for fi'l mudari, normally we don't change. Yasta'milu, you only change the first one and the second last. So it becomes yusta'malu. Okay, so this is yusta'malu and not tu'malu. Now, okay, the next word. Okay, so what is used then? Yusta'malu. Now, what is the next word? Al-mil'aqa. So you want to say the spoon is used. Al-mil'aqa. Okay. Do you need to change anything?
Yes. The gender.
Again?
The gender.
The gender? Okay, because it is what mu'annas. Okay, so what about the fi'l?
Change. It becomes tusta'malu.
Sahih, yes. So here you have to change it to tusta'mal. Correct. Because lianna al-mil'aqa is mu'annas. Tusta'malul mil'aqa. Mil'aqa is used. Yeah, sahih. the sentence would be تستعمل الملعقة عند الأكل. عند الأكل. نعم. طيب. So هذا هو التدريب الثاني به. نعم. الآن التدريب الثالث جيم. التدريب الثالث املأ الفراغات الآتية بفعل مضارع مبني للمجهول. نعم. So fill in the blank with فعل مضارع مبني للمجهول. So here they give you the normal the فعل ماضي. They give you فعل ماضي in the معلوم form. So you need to change to مضارع in the مجهول form. As I said yesterday, there are two steps. You have first you have to change the فعل into مضارع form. Then only you change to the مبني form. مبني للمجهول form. Okay, let us try this together. الكلمة الأولى, the فعل is راكبة. Anybody remembers what is راكبة?
Right.
To ride, yes, راكبة. Okay. So now we want to use it in the مجهول form. If it is فعل ماضي, then the word is ركبة. ركبة is فعل ماضي مجهول. ركبة. But here they do not want فعل ماضي. They want فعل مضارع. So find what is the مضارع for راكبة. What is مضارع for راكبة? Let us write it here. Anyone? راكبة. How do you read?
يركب.
يركب. Okay, yes. That is the مضارع, but it is in the معلوم form. So we say يركب, riding. Now, or rides. يركب, but now we want to change this to مبني للمجهول. So what is the فعل now? يركب مبني للمعلوم. Change to مبني للمجهول.
يركب.
يركب. صحيح. Yes. So that is the مبني للمجهول. Okay. So again, change to فعل مضارع معلوم. Then only you can you'll be able to get the مجهول. يركب القطار في السفر. So the قطار, the train is ridden in the journey. Okay. So that is the مبني للمجهول. رقم 2. البنت على أخلاقها. And the verb is nasaha. Nasaha, advice. So here they want to say the girl was advised, or the girl is advised, because it is fi'l mudari. The girl is advised for his akhlaq, or to improve her akhlaq. Sorry, to improve her akhlaq. But the word improve is not in the sentence. It is understood from the context. She is advised to do something about her akhlaq, to improve her akhlaq. Now, so what is the mudari for nasaha? So again, as I said yesterday, to find the ma'lum form, we need dictionary. If we just look at the wazan, then you will read either yansahu, yansihu, or yansuhu. We will not be able to know the middle haraka. If you go to the dictionary, this word is yansahu. Okay, so that is the fi'l mudari for nasaha. Nasaha, yansahu, advice. Change to majhul. And change what else that you need to change.
The gender.
Okay, change the gender.
تنصح.
Tunsahu, correct. Yes, so the word is now tunsahu. Okay, why it is ta? Because the next word is muannas, bintu. So the girl is advised. Tunsahu. Nah, correct. Sahih. Rakam salasa. The fi'l is tabakha, cook. Al-at'ima, foods. Now, so now you want to say the foods are cooked. The foods are cooked, but we need the mudari in the majhul form. Okay, find the mudari for ma'lum, for the word tabakha.
Is it yatbahu?
Is it
يطبخ.
yatbahu or yatbuhu? We need to refer to the dictionary. So is it
يطبخ.
yatbuhu? Yeah, so in the dictionary it is yatbuhu instead of yatbahu. But sometimes there are verbs that that can have different, at least I mean more than one way of reading it. Okay, for example, What is the example? Hasiba yahsibu. In the dictionary you will find both. Yahsibu, yahsabu. Okay, but most of the time it is only one. Correct. So this is yatbuhu al-at'imah. Okay, now you want to change this to majhul. Yes. What is the majhul for yatbuh?
Is it tabluhu?
Yud. Okay, the first one is correct. Yud. The second last letter, yud. Yutbahu. Yutbahu. Okay, what else do you need to change? This word, at'imah, is jama'. This is jama' for the word ta'am. Ta'am is mufrad, at'imah is jama'. So now you have a jama' word. And this jama' is for inanimate object, for non-human. So what do you need to do?
Mufrad muannas.
Mufrad muannas. Yes. So if you see this kind of words, jama' and also ghairu aqil, then you treat the word as if it is mufrad and muannas. So this has got to be tutbahu because it is muannas. Nah. طيب هذا رقم 3. tutbahul at'imatu. So the foods are cooked. Are being cooked, sorry. So it is being cooked. Tutbahu. Number 4, arba'a. An-natijatu ba'da yawmain. An-natija, the result. Natija. Natija ba'da yawmain, after 2 days. So what happened to the result? A'lana. The verb is a'lana, announce. A'lana, announce. This is fi'il madin, a'lana. We want fi'il mudari. Okay, here you don't need to refer to the dictionary because this is 4-letter verb. You just refer to the wazan. What is this wazan? A'lana. Alif is the additional letter.
Af'ala.
Af'ala, yes, correct. So if it is af'ala, what is mudari? Af'ala
Yuf'ilu.
Yuf'ilu, yes. So a'lana,
Yu'linu.
yes, correct. See? So you can get the mudari only from the wazan. No need to refer to dictionary. A'lana yu'linu, because the wazan says af'ala yuf'ilu. Okay, so now we have fi'il mudari mabni li al-ma'lum. Change to mabni lil majhul.
Yu'lanu.
Yu'lanu, correct. Yes, so now it becomes yu'lanu. Okay, is there anything that you need to change other than just yu'lanu, ya'linu, yu'linu, yu'lanu? What has been announced, or what is being announced? The natija, the result. So this is mu'annas. You don't say yu'lanu, you have to say tu'lanu. So every time you have a mu'annas word, after that change to ta. Yu'lanu becomes tu'lanu. Okay, now this is for fi'il mudari. If it is for fi'il madi, you add ta, okay, at the end of the verb. Rakam 5, hasaba, that is the fi'il. Hasaba. Hasaba, literally it means to count, to calculate. That is hasaba. Hasaba. Al-insanu ala amalihi. Human being for his deeds. So here you want to say in the hereafter, in the daily, in the day of resurrection, all of our deeds will be counted. So that is the word hasaba. Yuhasa. So here you can get the mudari from the wazan. Hasaba. This is fa'ala. So since the wazan is fa'ala, what is the mudari?
Yufa'ilu.
Yufa'ilu. Yes, correct. So that is the wazan. Fa'ala yufa'ilu. So therefore, what is the fi'il mudari for hasaba?
Yuhasibu.
Yuhasibu, correct. Yes, so that is the mudari. But this is mudari ma'lum. Yuhasibu. We want to change to mudari majhul. Instead of calculating, we want to say is calculated, or it will be calculated, will be counted. Now, so what is the fi'il now?
Is it yuhsabu?
Yuhsabu. What about the alif?
Oh yeah.
You cannot remove the alif. If you say yuhsabu, then the fi'l is a different fi'l. It is yahsibu. Yahsibu to think. Okay, now to consider yahsibu. But here it is not. Yuhasibu. The alif must be retained. So it yuhasabu. Yuhasab. Yuhasab. So what is yuhasab will be counted or will be hold accountable. Yes, that is the better translation. Yuhasabu. He will be hold accountable. Al-insan will be hold accountable ala amalihi for his deeds. Now, طيب هذا هو كيف نغير من مبني للمعلوم إلى مبني للمجهول. طيب. If you have any question, please ask. Yeah? الآن التدريب دال. حول الأفعال المضارعة المبنية للمجهول إلى أفعال مضارعة مبنية للمعلوم. So this is the reverse process. You have فعل مبني للمجهول change to مبني للمعلوم ثم أعد كتابة الجملة and then rewrite the sentence. So from مبني للمجهول change to مبني للمعلوم. Not only you need to change the verb, you need to add a fa'il as well. Because whenever you use mabni lil ma'lum, you must have the fa'il. Okay, so here we need to add another word. Tuqaddamul hadiyatu fi hafli zawaj. Tuqaddam. You look at the word, the pattern of the word. Tuqaddamu, tu and da. So you know this is mabni lil majhul. Tuqaddamu. Then the meaning is given or is presented. Is presented. Al hadiyatu tuqaddam. So the present is presented or is given during the wedding ceremony. Hafli zawaj. So now you want to say somebody gives the hadiyah. You need to change from tuqaddamu, change to mabni lil ma'lum. Yes, what do you think? Tuqaddamu, look at the wazan, ta, fa, ain, lam. So how do you read this? From the wazan of mudari. You can refer to the wazan. Tufa. So how do you read that? Is it tufa alu, tufa ilu, tufa ulu?
Tufa alu.
Tufa alu. That is for tuqaddamu. Yes, that is for tuqaddamu. But we want mabni lil ma'lum. Tufa'alu is not in the list of the wazan because the list only gives you words that is in the ma'lum form.
Tufa'ilu.
Tufa'ilu, yeah. So from the wazan, you only see this, correct? You only see this, tufa'ilu. So what is the fi'l? Tuqaddamu, change to tufa'ilu. Tuqaddimu. So that is the original fi'l. That is the mabni lil ma'lum for the verb. Tuqaddimu, gives or presents. Now, tuqaddimu al hadiyah. So now it is in the ma'lum form. So you need to put a fa'il. So give me a fa'il. Then only you will decide whether you say tuqaddamu or you change it to yuqaddamu by looking at the fa'il. Okay, give me any fa'il. Who gives the hadiyah, the present?
Al-Mudir.
Al-Mudir. Okay, let's say we write the word Al-Mudir. Alright. So now, Mudir is Muzakkar. Since this is Muzakkar, what about the verb? Tuqaddimu. Do you need to change anything?
Yuqaddim.
Since this is Mudir, the Mudir who is is giving the hadiyah, therefore the fi'il must be used for Muzakkar. Yuqaddimu. You don't say Tuqaddimu. Because tuqaddimu, if the fa'il is mu'annas, then yes, you say tuqaddimu. So if it is ma'lum, you look at the fa'il. Is it muzakkar or mu'annas? If it is majhul, you look at the next word. Okay, whether it is muzakkar or mu'annas. So you can rewrite the sentence. Okay, yuqaddimu, yeah, because this is muzakkar. Yuqaddimu al-mudiru al-hadiyah. Okay, what about this word, hadiyah? Do you need to change anything? Mudir gives the present. Al-hadiyata. Yes, correct. So
Hadiyah.
now, yes, hadiyata. Why hadiyata? Because this is maf'ul.
مفعول به
Yes, correct.
منصوب.
Because this is the object maf'ulun bi, so it must be mansub. That is why the sentence now reads yuqaddimu al-mudiru al-hadiyata fi hafli azawaj. Alright? Okay. Yes. Al-jumlatu thaniya. Tulbasul malabis al-qutniyatu fi shita'i. Tulbas. Ma'lum o majhul? Tulbasu. This is majhul, right? Yes. Tu and ba. So this is majhul. What is ma'lum for this word? Yes, Osman.
يلبس.
Okay. Is it yalbasu or yalbisu or yalbusu? So we refer to the dictionary. They will tell us it is yalbasu. Nah, I'm sorry.
يلبس.
Because the verb is labisa yalbasu, to wear. So yalbasu is wearing, or he wears. Yalbasu. Tulbasu is worn. The sentence tulbasu al-malabisu. The clothes are worn. What kind of cloth? Al-qutniya, cotton. Al-qutnu bima'na cotton. So the cotton clothes were, the cotton attires are worn during shita. Shita, this is winter. Winter is called shita. Li'ila fi Quraish ila fihim rihlata shita was saif. Shita is winter and as-saif is summer. Summer is saif. Nah. Baik, change this to ma'lum yalbasu. Okay, give me the fa'il. Who wears the clothes? Yes, who wears the clothes? Talbasu or yalbasu? It will depend on the next word.
Al-walad.
Al-walad. Al-walad. Okay, if you put walad, then is it yalbasu or talbasu?
Yalbasu.
Yalbasu, correct. Yes, because this is muzakkar. We say yalbasu, yalbasu al-waladu. And what about the word malabisu? What do you need to change this? He wears clothes. This is maf'ul bih.
Malabisa.
Al-malabisa, correct. Because this is maf'ulun bih, and maf'ulun bih must be read in a mansub state. So mansub is with a fathah. Malabisa. And qutniya, this is adjective. This is adjective to malabis. It must follow the word malabis. So we say al-malabisa al-qutniyata. Okay, al-qutniyata. Nah. طيب. هذا السؤال الثاني. السؤال الثالث. تستعمل المظلات عند حطل الأمطار أو عند هطول الأمطار. هطول الأمطار. تستعمل is used. المظلات umbrellas is مظلة. This is jama. Umbrellas are used during هطول الأمطار, during rain. Amtar, rain. Hutul is pouring down. It comes down, then you call it hutul. In the hutul al-amtar, whenever it is rain, mizallat, the umbrellas are being used. Change to mabni lil ma'lum. Tusta'malu becomes okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yasta'milu.
Yasta'milu. Okay. How do you get this? Yasta'milu. What is the wazan? Because we want to check the wazan to ensure that this is correct. Yasta'milu and not yastu'milu or yisti'milu. So if you refer to the wazan is yes. What is that? Ilu, correct. Yeah. So the wazan is yastaf'ilu. Therefore, the fi'il should be Yasta'milu. It must follow the wazan. Yasta'milu, yes. So this is correct. Yasta'milu, use. Who is using? So we need the fa'il. Who is using the umbrellas? Now give me a mu'annas fa'il now. Mu'annas word. Or jamak word. Now. Let's say the bint, al-bintu. The girl is using the umbrellas. No, so because this is umbrellas, we use jamak. Al-banat. Al-banatu. So the banat, the girls, they are using the umbrellas. Okay, so what should you do to the word yasta'milu?
Change to
Change to
tastamilu.
tasta'milu. Yes, correct. Change to tasta'milu. Tasta'milu al-banatu. Okay, what are they using? Al-mizallat. So what do you need to change here? Al-mizallat is now maf'ul bih. Maf'ul bih is mansub. So you cannot read mizallatu. What should you read? What is the hukum of maf'ul bih? Mansub or marfu' or majrur?
Mizallata.
Mizallata. Why do you read mizallata? Because it is mansub. So you need to provide the reason. Otherwise, people will ask you, why mizallata? Why not mizallatu? Then if you can provide the reason, you are sure about your answer. Okay, so Osman said mizallata, and the answer, because why? Because it is mansub. Okay, let us check. Mansub, first, this is maf'ulun bih. Yes, correct. And maf'ulun bih is mansub. But when we learn about mansub, we have said that the alama, it is actually depending on the word. If it is mufrad word or any regular word, you end it with a fathah. So just like the first example, we say al-hadiyata. Yes, correct. You end it with a fathah because this is mansub with a fathah. The second one, this is also with a fathah, correct. But the third one, this word, this is, what is this? Is this mufrad or jama'? This word, mizalla, is it mufrad word or jama' word?
Jama.
What kind of jama'? Yes, correct. But what kind of jama'? Is it jama' muzakkar salim, jama' muannas salim, or jama' taksir?
It's
It's
Taksir.
jama' taksir. Taksir is like number two.
plural.
Number two is taksir. Taksir means broken plural.
Jama' muannas
This
salim.
is jama' muannas salim because it ends with
Alif
this
and
alif
ta.
and ta. Yes. So what about jama' muannas salim? Can you use fathah? So this, you can refer to our previous lesson on mansub. Anybody remembers when it is jama' muannas salim and it is mansub? What is the alama? So we come back to here. Mansub. What is the alama? For the normal
Alif.
word, you use fathah. Alif. Okay, let's see whether it is alif. Do you have alif for mansub? Yes, but it is not for jama' muannas salim.
Oh.
Alif is for other words. Okay, not for jama' muannas salim. Okay, look at your notes again. So fathah, no. Alif is no. What else? Jama' muannas salim. Ya is also another sign for jama' muannas salim, but here you don't see any ya.
The
Okay.
ta.
Again,
Is
ta.
it the
Okay, do we have this when we learn about mansub? No, we don't have that. So that is why I said, to answer this question, you need to refer to this lesson again. Mansub using, what is the sign for mansub? Here, yeah, this is one of the sign, one of the alama. Alif, yes, but I did not include it when we learn about mansub. I did not include alif. I only mentioned about fathah. The ya is used when it is
Kasrah.
musanna. Yes, there's another one. As Matia said, it is kasrah.
Kasrah.
Good. It is kasra. So there is another sign that is kasra. When do you use this kasra instead of fathah? When do we use this? Mansub, but using a kasra. This is for jama'.
Salim.
Jama' muannas.
Naam, sahih. This is only for jama' muannas as-salim. So this word is jama' muannas salim. Okay, for jama' muannas salim, and it is mansub because it is maf'ulun bih. But mansub here is not with a fathah. No. Why? Because this is jama' muannas salim. So you have to refer to this one and you check. Oh, for jama' muannas salim, you should use a kasra instead of this fathah. So therefore, we have to read this word al-mizallati, yeah, and not mizallatu. So it must be al-mizallati. Why? Because this is mansub and it is jama' muannas salim. Why not muzallata? Because jama' muannas salim, you will never find a jama' muannas salim word that ends with the fathah. Mizallata, no. Muslimata, no. It is either muslimatu, muslimati. Mizallatu, mizallati. Okay, so this is about mansub when it is jama' muannas salim. Baik. And tasta'milu al-banatul mizallati. Yes, correct. Al-an rakam 4. Tuftahul abwabu fi sa'ati saminati sabahan. The abwab is jama' for the word. What is the mufrad for abwab? Anyone? Abwabun.
Babun.
Babun, the door. Naam, sahih. Al-bab. So now it is in the jama' form. Al-abwab. Al-abwabu tuftahu. Since this is jama' and it is for non-human, that is why you see the ta here. Tuftahu. The doors are open. The doors are open fi sa'ati athamina at 8 o'clock sabahan. So the doors are open at 8 o'clock. We want to say somebody opens the door. Change the fi'l to mabni lil ma'lum. So what is the ma'lum form for tuftahu? Anyone? What is the ma'lum form? This is from the fi'l fataha. So how do you say opens?
Yaftahu.
Fataha. Yufattahu. Yaftahu, not yufattahu.
Yaftahu.
Yaftahu. Yes, correct. This is the fi'l. Yaftahu. You are not sure? Refer to the dictionary. Find fataha. They will give you this. Yaftahu. Now, yaftahu. Okay, give me a fa'il. Who opens the door? We want to say the keeper, the gatekeeper, for example. Okay, I give you a fi'il, you give me the person. Okay, harasa, to keep, to watch for something, to keep for something. The watcher, you call him. What do you call this person? The guard. The guard. Harisu, sahih. So you can say yaftahu al-harisu. Now, so you are using the isim fa'il to give me the word. Yes, correct. So that is the benefit of us learning isim fa'il. So yaftahu al-harisu. So next time when you write sentence, don't just give me talib. What else? Mudarris. So now you can give me different words. Find a verb and then change to isim fa'il. Yes, yaftahu al-harisu al-abwab. Okay, so this time, how do we read the word abwab? Is it abwaba, abwab, or abwabi? So this is maf'ulun bih. It is jama', but this is jama' taksir and not jama' mu'annas. Al-abwab. Naam. Mansub. This is mansub. You refer to this one again. Mansub, where is that? Here. Mansub. So most of the time mansub is with this fathah. Okay. You only use this for other words like musanna and jamak muzakkar and jamak muannas. But this is not jamak muzakkar, neither jamak muannas. This is jamak taksir. So jamak taksir is not in the list. Therefore, you use the normal alama, which is fathah. Okay, if it is not musanna, it is not jamak muannas, it is not jamak muzakkar, we simply use fathah. Alright, so that is the sentence. Yaftahu al-harisu al-abwaba. Now, so he opens the abwab fi sa'ati thamina sabahan. Rakam 5. Tuba'ul at'imatu fil aswaq. The food are sold. Tuba' sold fil aswaq, okay, in the markets. Now you want to say sell. So okay, you should know this word. We have used this word again and again. How do you say sell in the active form? Now, anyone? From the verb ba'a, fi'il madi, ba'a, mudari'. Yes, what is mudari' for ba'a?
يبيع
Yabi'u. Okay.
يبيع
Yes, Afan, don't just say yabi', yeah? Yabi' because you have the ya. Okay, give it a long sound. Yabi'.
يبيع
Naam, sahih. Yes, this is yabi'u. Yabi'u. So yabi'u, okay, we need a fa'il. Who sells or who is selling?
tajir,
Tajir. Nah, yabi'u tajir. Yes, Yishin, what did you say?
No. I just found a file.
Okay. Yes, this is the fa'il. So tajir is the fa'il. And at the same time, it is an isim fa'il. You look at the wazan, tajirun fa'ilun, right? Yes. So this word, it is
Yes.
an isim fa'il, and at the same time, it is a fa'il. Yes. So yabi'u at-tajiru al-at'imah. Al-at'imatu otta oti.
al-at'imata.
Al-itamata, yes, correct. So because this is not jamak muannas, this is not musanna, this is not jamak muzakkar, therefore it ends with a fathah. Alright? Yes. Yabi'u tajiru al-at'imata fi al-aswaq. Nah. Fahaza huwa at-tadrib dal. We change from mabni lil majhul. You change it back to mabni lil ma'lum, and where you need to have the fa'il as well. Nah. Wa at-tadrib al-akhir. حول الأفعال المضارعة. Change the فعل مضارع مبني للمعلوم to فعل مضارع مبني للمجهول. So here we have معلوم change to مجهول, and we write the sentence. Okay, let us try this together. يعمل. Give me the مضارع مبني للمجهول. يعمل becomes
yu'm,
يعمل. يعمل. So يعمل, what is the meaning here? يعمل do. يعمل is what? Is done, right? Is done. Is done or is being done. That is يعمل. Okay, so give me a sentence. What is being done? So we might have difficulty finding the word that you need that you can use together with ya'malu. So in this case, let us write the ma'lum sentence. Let us try ya'malu first. Then only we remove the fa'il and we change to yu'malu.
Amali, my work have done.
Amali. Again, Yishin.
I mean, my work has been done.
Okay, work has been done. Okay, correct. Yes, work has been done. So what is the sentence? Okay, before that, for this ma'lum and majhul thing, normally we will choose the fi'al that can accept maf'ulun bih. So if the fi'al does not accept maf'ulun bih, sometimes it is not used in the majhul form. Sometimes it can be used, sometimes it cannot be used. But for this for our exercises, we just choose the fi'al that can accept maf'ulun bih, that can have an object, a direct object. So let's try this ya'malu before we change to yu'malu. Ya'malu, who does what? Who does what? So that is the structure that you need. Ya'malu let's say we say Ya'malu al-muslimu, the Muslim does
Solat.
as-salat. Okay, do we say Ya'malu salat? No, we don't say Ya'malu salat, we say yu'addi salat, to perform salat. Maybe you can put the words like good deeds. Yes, what is good deeds? Ya'malul muslimu, Muslim does good deeds.
Al-ihsan.
Al-ihsan is not good deed. Al-ihsan is, this is masdar for the word to do good things. Doing good things, that is ihsan. This is masdar, verbal noun. We have learned this in one of the topic, jaza'u, the reward of good deeds and the punishment of for bad deeds. Remember? Anyone remembers the title of that text? The hadith. Jaza'ul al-hasanat. Remember that? Ya'malul muslimu al-hasanat. So this is the Muslims, he does good deeds. Ya'malu al-muslim al-hasanat. Now you can change this to mabni lil majhul. Okay, remove the word Muslim. So we take out the word Muslim. What will happen to the verb?
Yu'malu.
Yu'malu, okay. And what about hasanat? Hasanat becomes hasanatu, okay. And what about the ya? Do you need to change to ta or do you retain the ya?
Change.
You change to ta, right? Because this is for muannas al-hasanat. So we say tu'malul hasanat. Tu'malul hasanat. So good deeds are being done. Now, okay. هذا هو المثال للكلمة الأولى يعمل يعمل. But as I said, if it is difficult to write the sentence in the passive form, write the sentence in normal form, in the active form, then you change accordingly. Now, number two, yu'ti. Yu'ti, give. You want to say is given. So what is the verb to say is given? Okay, how do you read this?
Yu'ta.
Yu'ta, na'am. So the word is now yu'ta. So yu'ta is given. You don't need the ya anymore. Change it to alif. Yu'ta is given. So what is given to whom, for example? So again, if this is difficult, we write the sentence using yu'ti. Then we change to yu'ta. Let us do this. Yu'ti, give. Who gives what to whom? Who gives whom what? First, you need a fa'il, yu'ti. Who gives?
Yu'ti Ahmad.
Yu'ti Ahmad. Okay, so now you have the fa'il. So Ahmad gave whom? Give what?
Al-Kitab.
Al-Kitab. Okay, yu'ti Ahmad al-Kitab. Ahmad gave the book. To whom?
Lil kawan apa?
Sadiq.
Sadiq.
Sadiq. Okay, so here the word yu'ti, okay, some verbs, they can accept more than one maf'ul bih. Normally when we write fi'il, the maf'ul bih is only one, right? But verbs like yu'ti, you can have two maf'ul bih, because you can say yu'ti Ahmad, Ahmad gave book, Ahmad gave that person, Ahmad gave book to that person. So how do you say that in Arabic? We say yu'ti Ahmad, before you put the word kitab, you put the person, the name of that person, or the person first. Yu'ti Ahmad, let's say he gave his friend Sadiqahu. He gave his friend, what did he give? What does he give his friend?
Al-Kitab.
Al-Kitaba. So now, if you look at this sentence, you have two maf'ulun bih. Okay, you have two maf'ulun bih. The first one is he gave his friend. The second one is he gave book. Two maf'ulun bih. So what happened if you have this kind of question? Okay, first, As usual, you just change yu'ti to yu'ta. That is number 1. And number 2, what do you need to do? You remove the
Ahmad.
Ahmad. Yes, you remove the fa'il. Okay, and then number 3, maf'ulun bih. The maf'ulun bih, which one? In this case, we have 2. Okay, you choose the first one. You choose the first one. So instead of sadiqa, it becomes
Ahmad.
no. Ahmad, we have removed Ahmad. Now we want the word sadiq. This was the maf'ulun bih, but now it is no longer the maf'ulun bih. Just like the word hasanat, when you change to mabni lil majhul, it becomes hasanatu. The same thing. When it becomes mabni lil majhul, this has to be
Katu.
sadiqatu. Yes, that is if it is muannas, sadiqatu. But here we use muzakkar word.
Oh, Sadiqu.
Yes. So this is okay, the qaf, because the qaf is the last letter of with the word sadiq. Sadiqu. So you change that to sadiqu. Yu'ta Ahmad no longer. No need to mention Ahmad anymore. Yu'ta sadiquhu al-kitaba. So here the second maf'ulun bih, there is no need to change the harf.
Ustaz,
Yes.
I want to ask, why the Sadiqu here we have to use Muzakkar?
It depends on you.
Oh, okay. So,
If you want to give to male sadiq, you want to give to female sadiq, it is up to you.
okay.
Yes. So it depends on.
It can fix
Yes.
both, right?
Yes, because you want to give to male friend, then you say sadiq. If you want to give it to female friend, then you change to sadiqa. Sadiqa to who. So it depends.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Number 3. Yuharibu. Yuharibu is like to. What is this? Yuharibu. To fight. Okay, you fight someone, then you say yuharibu. You engage in a war with them. So that is yuharibu. So now we want to change to yes, what is the majhul for yuharibu?
Yuharabu.
Yuharabu. Yes. How do you translate this? Yuharibu change to yuharibu. In Malay you call it memerangi, diperangi. What do you call it in English? They were
Which war against?
war against them, right?
Yeah, which war against?
Okay, so that is yuharabu. Okay. So again, this is a bit difficult if you want to use it immediately in the passive form. Let us write the active form first. So we use the active form, which is yuharibu. Yuharibu. For example, yuharibu you can also translate as to declare a war against someone, and that is yuharibu. To instate a war against somebody. Yuharibu. Okay, let's have a fa'il, and then we have the maf'ulun bih. Okay, let's say the government. The government is declaring a war against what? Or they are having a war against
The opposition.
opposition. So it is always opposition. Okay, no politics, sorry. Okay, let's say they are having a war against the drugs. Anyone knows what is drug? Okay, first, the government is hukumah. Hukuma, from the word hakim, which is the ruler, hakim. Hukuma is government. So since this is mu'annas, you don't say yuharibu, you say tuharibu. Okay, so now you have the fa'il. We need the maf'ulun bih. So the government is tuharibu, so they are having a war against the drug. Okay, anyone knows what is drug? This is the word al-mukhaddirat.
Mukhaddirat.
Mukhaddirat, yes. Mukhaddirat, drugs. Now, yuharibul or tuharibul hukumatul mukhaddirati. Mukhaddirati, because this is maf'ul bih, mansub with a kasrah. Okay, now change to yuharib, just remove the word hukuma. So the verb is now yuharib.
يهارب.
No longer yuharib. Yuharib is ma'lum. We want majhul form.
يهارب.
Yuharab. Okay, that is number one, right? Yuharab, correct. What is what the word is against whom? Against mukhaddirat.
Oh, it's mu'annas.
This is mu'annas, correct. So
Yuharabuhu or labutu?
no, if you say tu, that is fi'il
Tuha,
madi.
tuharabu.
Tuharabu, correct. Don't confuse with mudari, madi and mudari, yeah.
Okay.
Don't add yuharabtu. So
Okay,
then you will have another new verb. Tuharabu. Yes. So this is now the correct sentence. Tuharabul mukhaddiratu. Okay. Tuharabu al mukhaddirat. Now, okay, good. Number 4. Yabni, build. Okay, you want to say is built. So this is easy. Maybe you can just say, oh, the house is built. Okay, using what? Bricks, for example. But don't say the house is built by someone or by the builder. If you want to say by somebody, you cannot use yubna or you cannot use majhul. You have to use ma'lum. Okay, so yabni becomes
يبنى.
yubna. Correct. So that is the verb, yubna. So give me the word. What is built? Or is being built actually the meaning?
Baitu.
Al-baitu, yes. So yubna al-baitu. So the house was built. Okay, maybe you can we add some other words? The house was built
بالحجر.
bil hajar. Naam, bil hajar. What is hajar?
rock.
Rock. So it is built using rock. Okay. You can also say bil labina. Al labina is the brick. Labina. Not laban, eh? Laban is the yogurt or the milk. This is labina. So labina brick. Sahih. So yubna al baitu bil hajar. Or actually not bil hajar. If you say bi, it means you are using hajar to build the house. Instead of using hammer, you are using hajar. So the B here is, sorry, B here is not correct. We have to use another harful jar, min. Okay, that is the correct harful jar, min. Using from what? So the house is built from hajar. Now, okay, not B. Okay, yes. And the last kalima, yas'al, ask. You know, you want to say is ask. Now, so what is ask or who is asked? Then you can see that. First, what is the fi'il? Yas'alu. The majhul is
يسأل.
yus'alu. Yes, so the majhul is yus'alu. So who is asked or who will be asked?
الطالب.
At-talib. Okay, so we say yus'alu. Yus'alu at-talib. So the student is asked. Okay, can we add some other words here? Yus'alu at-talib. The student is asked. Don't say by the teacher. If you want to say by the teacher, you have to change this to yas'alu. Then you say yas'alu al-ustaz at-talib. You cannot say yus'alu anymore. Yus'alu talibu, when is he asked? Fil
الدرس.
Fidarsi or fil imtihan, for example. Nah, Fidarsi or in that darsi, during the lesson. In the adars. Nah, okay, you can see that. Or fil fasli. Nah. Okay, right. فهذه هي الجملة. So as you can see, to write a jumla in the majhul form, sometimes you need to ask yourself, what is the ma'lum form? Then only you can change it to the majhul form. All right? Okay. Yes, any questions for this topic? Mabni lil ma'lum and mabni lil majhul. Any questions?
No.
Okay.